After this, I'll be surprised if Israel makes it to the end of the week. This is final and irreversible. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I find R words has found Netanyahu to be R worded. Hold on. Is it over? Khamenei reposted Lord's endorsement of Mamdani. Shut the fuck up. Who do you got between the war? Who do you got in the war between the Taliban versus Al Qaeda? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I don't necessarily care either way. But I guess the Al Qaeda has more aura. Al Qaeda has more aura than the Taliban does. Taliban already going off 3 threes in the first 8 minutes. Halliburton just died on the court. He just died on the court right now. Wait, what do you mean? Taliban down injured? The Taliban ties it 3-3 in the terrorism finals. The terrorism finals. What happened? Did he have a vaccine injury? Was it the Mossad? Did they come after him? Halle Achilles what? No. He tore his Achilles? No. Well, it's over, is it not? Is Achilles just snapped in 4K? Oh, you can see it pop. This is the funniest way to consume the fucking NBA finals, by the way. The absolute funniest way to consume the NBA finals is by chat watching it and 52,000 people telling me in real time what took place with their own personal assessment. Halle brought the tears after taking a hard fall. It popped so hard. Al Jazeera is reporting that Iran has fired missiles. What about the Taliban? Is Al Jazeera reporting that the Taliban might have lost a significant missile launching capability from the 3-point line? Right flank missile launchers, right flank only missile launchers of the Taliban have been taken out. Is over. They took out the Mujahideen. Oh shit! Now my fucking stream is effing. What is happening? No. Oh, calm down. It already stopped. The F was like a baby. It was a baby. It was a baby F. Calm down. That was a warning, F. Yeah. my air defenses are being tested. Fresh new post about Halle being down. That's crazy. That's crazy that this is sad. This is fucked up. I'm not going to celebrate this. Iran is saying it was a testing missile. Hebrew media, Iran test fired a missile, sending millions fleeing the shelters. When are you supposed to go to New York City, Unc? Tonight. Don't fucking send the slow-mo pop, dude. That's crazy. The video? Okay, stop. Don't I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Especially because your boy is also injured right now, okay? Not as severe, but like, you know, I'm basically as good as Tyrese. Like, I just don't want to play in the NBA because I don't want to ruin it for everybody else. And like, I also just got injured. So I don't want to see someone maybe at my skill level with a very decent comparable game to myself getting an injury similar to mine, you know? New York City political analyst is confident. Wow. Of Bow's cast thus far, I feel very confident saying Zohran Mamdani's in the lead. Early voting day 9, Manhattan. Yeah, Manhattan and Brooklyn's going crazy. Two-inch vert brick. What is this? Why are you guys lying in the chat? You see this Cuomo ad? Zohran is cooked,
You've
dude.
heard of hot girls for Zohran, but now we got
Perverts for Cuomo.
Me too.
This city's in the shitter. There's no cops anymore, garbage all over the place, and the Yankees haven't won since 2009.
The MTA is a disaster. The trains are not safe anymore. You can't even watch porn in peace.
I keep asking my neighbor out. She doesn't.
What happened to catcalling?
Used to be you could smell your assistant's hair.
And now everybody gets mad, and that's why I'm voting for Andrew Cuomo
For mayor.
Hard on taxes. You had me at hard on.
Yeah, exactly. And please, Stephanie, my daughter, if you're watching this, what is your friend's name? What is her number? Andrew Cuomo, if you are seeing this, let's go out, meet some women, touch, grab.
Andrew Cuomo, if you're seeing this, please make it $17 to ride the subway.
We go to the club, you kiss a...
Please make it $17 to ride the subway. It's too affordable. Fuck.
girl on her cheek, I kiss her on the other cheek, we whisper in her ear, if you don't want to go home with us tonight, you're fucking out of your mind. Should we play?
Is your sister still single?
No, I'm dating her, man.
Another election Twitter guy who's a pollster himself, not sure if you know Carlson. Yeah, he blocked me. But he breaks down some of the early voting and what to expect our E-Day. TLDR is, will Black and Latino voters, older Black and Latino voters specifically, actually show up in 99-degree sweltering heat? That will decide it. For a New York mayoral primary, we shall see. Because this ain't the general election, you know what I mean? This is a New York mayoral primary for Andrew fucking Cuomo, nonetheless. Not exactly a super popular figure. The elements will play a role here. The elements will play a role because like any sort of hurdle in the direction, any sort of hurdle that makes people choose the couch over going out and waiting in a fucking voting booth to go out and vote is going to stop some people from making that decision, especially when you don't exactly have a vibrant, charismatic figure that you are voting for. I live in Staten Island and everyone I talk to wants Cuomo. It's so depressing to live here. Is this guy a hater or a Hoscord moderator?
Yeah,
Did you see that the U.S. actually bombed Iran today?
yeah, I saw that.
What do you think about that?
It's classic dictator strategy. Always trying to start a war to distract from all the shit going on in the country. Distracts the media, first of all, because they're all talking about, you know, World War III is going to pop off. And it takes away media attention from the protests going on, from the economy tanking.
What do you think this is going to lead to now that we've attacked them?
On one hand, Iran can't really do anything about it. And from a strategic standpoint, Russia can't really do anything about it either. They've spent all of their military power in Ukraine thanks to the Biden administration and their handling of that. So there's not really anybody that's there to oppose it, but it's just unnecessary to start with and could cause a lot of issues economically. Iran currently controls.
This guy is not a Hasanabi head. This guy is in a Discord server talking about how we have to download every single one of Hasanabi's VODs so we can finally take him out. That is a Redditor, chat. This is a Redditor through and through.
Controls the Strait of Hormuz, which is the water passage that a lot of oil gets shipped out on, and a lot of other trade as well. So if that gets disrupted because of this, then, you know, we could see oil prices shoot up.
How do you think this is going to affect the average American?
I'm not concerned in the sense that we're like directly threatened, but if they try and start a war, we could see people who are currently in the army, who are, you know, relatively safe right now, are suddenly being sent to the Middle East again. We could see the war as an excuse to brand people as un-American because they oppose it, increase gas prices, or just dislike of us in the world because we're starting another unnecessary.
No, this is like guy who says, you know, I don't really appreciate Destiny for being a fucking creep, but also he's so brilliant and I really appreciate his commentary and analysis. So I'm going to continue watching him because I love when he owns people in the marketplace of ideas. Meanwhile, he does appreciate him being a sex pest and a creep.